Good morning, students. In this class, we are going to discuss about the topic matrices, which is in your intermediate. So here you can observe an arrangement. Here in this arrangement, you can see the student names: student 1, student 2 and student 3, and test 1, test 2, test 3, and the marks obtained by the students in the three tests are given like this. In test 1, student 1 has got 15, in test 2, student 1 has got 20, in test 3, student 1 has got 25 marks. So similarly, student 2 has got 20, 20, 25 respectively in test 1, test 2 and test 3. Student 3 has got 25, 20, 20 respectively in test 1, test 2, test 3. Now if you observe these numbers or this table, these numbers will explain you about the results of the students in the test 1, 2, 3. Now this type of arrangement is called a matrix. Now here the numbers are arranged so that they will explain you some details. This type of arrangement is called a matrix. Now the topic is matrices. Now matrices has got 22 marks weightage in your inter-public examination according to 2019-2020 question paper. Now here is how they give 22 marks. They will give you 2 7 marks questions and 1 4 marks question and 2 2 marks. Now the definition of matrix: an ordered arrangement of elements or numbers is called a matrix. An ordered arrangement of elements or numbers is called a matrix. So if you arrange the numbers in an order, that order arrangement can be called a matrix. Elements of matrices may be real or complex numbers, or real valued or complex valued functions. Now you know what is a real number, what is a complex number. So the elements of matrices may be real or complex number. You may take the elements of matrices as real or complex numbers, or real valued or complex valued functions. And matrices are denoted by capital letters and they are enclosed by square brackets. So matrix is nothing but an ordered arrangement of numbers or elements. The elements may be real or complex numbers and they are denoted by capital letters and enclosed with brackets, that is square brackets. Now let us consider an arrangement of numbers. Example: now this is a matrix. Now we have arranged numbers. We have arranged numbers and they are enclosed with square brackets and it is denoted by capital letters. This type of arrangement is called a matrix. Now again you can see we have arranged some functions in an order and enclosed with the capital letters, and enclosed with the brackets and denoted by capital letters. This type of arrangement is also called a matrix. The horizontal lines of elements see the horizontal lines of elements. -1, 0, 5, 1, 2, 0. Now if you read them in horizontal lines, they are called rows. The horizontal lines of elements are called rows. They are denoted by capital letters R1, R2, R3 and so on, etc. Now you can see in this diagram, this is R1, R2. Now you can see in this arrangement you have two rows R1 and R2. Now these are the horizontal lines of elements. And again in this arrangement the vertical lines of elements are called columns. Vertical lines of elements are called columns. They are denoted with capital letters C1, C2, C3 and so on, etc. You can see here you have three columns. In this matrix you have two rows and three columns. Horizontal lines are called rows, vertical lines are called columns. In general, we read matrix in horizontal lines. That means if you have to read the matrix, you have to read like this. Capital A is equal to matrix. Capital A is equal to matrix -1, 0, 5, 1, 2, 0. That is how you need to read the matrix. Capital A is equal to matrix means you have to begin with square bracket only. So that is how you need to read the matrix. Next definition, order of a matrix. If a matrix has m rows and n columns, then it is said to be of order m by n. You need to write like this. A matrix has m rows. A matrix has m rows and n columns, then it is said to be of order m by n. For example, if a matrix has 2 rows and 3 columns, it is said to be of order 2 by 3. Now let us consider a matrix capital A of order m by n. That means it has m rows and n columns. A matrix of order m by n is denoted like this. It is a matrix capital A is equal to Aij of order m by n, where Aij is the element. So here the elements of matrices are denoted by Aij's. Now you can see capital A is equal to matrix A11, A12, A13 and so on, A1n, A21, A22, A23 and so on, A2n, A31, A32, A33 and so on, A3n and so on and so on, AM1, AM2, AM3 and so on, AMN. Now you can see in this matrix you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on m rows and 1, 2, 3 and so on n columns. So it has m rows and n columns. So the order of the matrix is m by n. Now in this matrix Aij is the element in the ith row and jth column. Now you can see, if you want to read this element's position, it is A22. So it is an element in the second row and second column. This is an element in the second row and third column. So I represents row and J represents column in which the element lies. Now for example, A23 is an element in the second row and third column. Next, types of matrices. First one is square matrix. A matrix capital A is said to be a square matrix if number of rows in capital A is equals to its number of columns. So if number of rows is equal to number of columns, then we say that it is a square matrix. If capital A is a square matrix of order 3 by 3, we say that it is a square matrix of order 3 only. If A has 3 rows and 3 columns, we say that it is a square matrix of order 3. If A has 2 rows and 2 columns, we say that it is a square matrix of order 2. Now for example, capital A is equal to -2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can see in this matrix we have 2 rows and 2 columns. In rows, 2 rows and 2 columns. So it is called a square matrix of order 2. Like this. Now in another example, capital X is equal to matrix -2, 0, 1, 0, 2, 3, -1, 0, 5. You have 3 rows and 3 columns. So it is called a square matrix of order 3. So that is the definition of square matrix. A square matrix is nothing but a matrix whose number of rows is equal to number of columns. Now let capital A be a square matrix of order m. Now capital A is equal to matrix A is a square matrix of order m like this. Then the elements A11, A22, A33 and so on AMM constitute principal diagonal. Now you can see in the example, capital A is equal to matrix A11, A12, A13 and so on A1M, A21, A22 and so on A2M and so on AM1, AM2, AM3 and so on AMM. So it is a square matrix of order m. In this matrix, these elements constitute principal diagonal. Remember that the elements A11, A22, A33 and so on AMM, the elements whose number of row is equals to number of column, that is A11 first row first column, A22 second row second column, A33 third row third column. These elements only constitute principal. Now next definition, trace of a matrix. If capital A is a square matrix of order m, then the sum of the elements in the principal diagonal is called trace of A. Now you have a matrix capital A of order m, that is matrix A is equal to matrix A is a of order m. In this matrix, trace of A is equal to A11 plus A22 plus A33 and so on AMM. So if A is a matrix of order m, then sum of the elements in the principal diagonal is called trace of the matrix. And trace of A is denoted by TR of A, that is trace of A. Now if capital A is a matrix -1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 5, 2, 1, 2, it is a square matrix of order 3. Now these elements constitute principal diagonal, that is -1, 1, 2. These 3 elements constitute principal diagonal. So the trace of the matrix A is the sum of the elements in the principal diagonal. So trace of A is equals to -1 plus 1 plus 2. So you will get 2. So that is the definition of trace.